Hey guys, hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. Now, this particular video is going to be a very special one because many of you have asked me to tell about this summer internship program. This is basically a program by CSIR called as Summer Research Training Program, and it's for 2020. That is for this year, and it's an online summer research training program. Okay, so this is first time when you are going to have an online research training program, and what are the things which you need to know about this, and like how to fill the form. These are the things which I'm going to discuss about. The main focus of this video is going to be on the SOP part, that is on the statement of purpose part. Okay, so I'll clear that up, but first let's talk about this fellowship, that what it is and for who. Sorry, first let's talk about this training program and for what it is and for whom it is. So you can see that it's a program which invites application from prospective students and the teachers to carry out online summer research training during June to August 2020. So this particular time when we all are locked down and most of the colleges are closed, so you can just enroll into it and you can just have a training program during this particular session. So who can apply to this? So basically all of you who are in masters, that is in MSc first year and second year students, BSc final year students, BTech BE final year students, MCA first and second semester, MTech first and second year, M Pharma first and second year students having thorough out excellent academic records. So you should be having a good academic records in order to apply for this. Even if you are a faculty, then also you can apply for it. So if you are a faculty from the college affiliated to UGC, AICTE, state, central, private universities, then also you can apply for this. The maximum age is 40 years. So if your age is lower than that, lower than 40 years, so you can apply for this particular internship program. The other features are this, that you will be having an online lecture from the eminent scientist. Like the mentoring of this particular whole internship program is going to be done by ACSIR professors, and certificate of the participation will be given to you. Top 5 projects will be awarded as the merit certificate as well. Now the registration date is very important. It started on May 8th and it is going to be closed on June 5th. So the time fragment is just given for 1 week and it's just going to end in the next two days. So it's recommended that if you are interested in it, you should go for it and you should apply for that. The result declaration will be done on the 8th of June. So on the 8th of June, you will be having the result, that who are actually going to be selected for this particular program. The selection process is actually dependent upon the merit slash the quality of the project proposal. So what kind of project you have proposed or what merit you have, it will be based upon that. So an applicant can give 3 preferences of CSIR labs and institutes. So these we will talk about when I'll show you that how to fill the form and all. Shortlisted applicant will be intimated electronically. That means you will be sent a mail through which they will contact you. Decisions of the selection committee will be final. That means they are on the 8th of June. Whoever name is will be there in the program. So they will be invited for that. The incomplete application will be rejected. So that's what all is about it. Now let's see that what are the different subjects for which you can apply. So you can apply for chemistry, biology, physics, engineering, data science, AI, ML, mathematics, geoscience, pharmacy, medicine. So these are the subjects for which you can apply. Brochure will contain all the information. So these are the different silent features and all the things which are given to you. So let's get back to this. Talking about the registration, so here you have to click for the registration, and the program details are not uploaded yet. They will be uploaded soon. The CSIR labs which you can take out are, these are the list of the CSIR labs among which you can choose. So there are 39 CSIR institutes among which you can choose one of them, like 3 of them which will be there. So let's try to see that how you have to register for that. So you have to select whether you are a faculty or a student. Based upon that, just make the selection first. Then the name, father's name, gender, and the rest of your detail will be there, personal detail, as you can see. The next is all the details will be filled up to here. Then your academic records from your 10th, 12th, graduation, and your post graduation records, all of them will be given over here. If you are a faculty, you have done PhD, so you can just write down over here. If you are not, you can just leave out this particular session. Okay. Supporting information, here you have to write up on the research interest, and here you have to write down the statement of purpose. So I'll explain these two, that what actually these two things are. Okay, just wait for a while. Let's talk about the next thing, that is preference of CSIR lab. So based upon your interest, you can select the CSIR lab. Let's say you are interested in the organic chemistry part. So choose those CSIR labs which are working in the organic part. So you will find out from the name itself, just like you have Central Drug Research Institute. So if you are more interested towards the drug discovery and all, so you can select this institute. Obviously, you are not going to select electrochemical research if you are a chemistry student, right? Similarly, you are not going to take National Biological Research Institute if you are a chemistry student. So based upon your interest, you can select the CSIR labs from here. The last is your reference. Reference will include like from the head of your department, or if you are doing research right now under some professor, so you can give the reference of your supervisor as well. So this will be taken as that. Okay, then the declaration is there, place and date, and just you have to upload your passport size photograph, and that's all you have to do. Okay, so just submit it. So that's how you have to fill the form. Let's talk about this particular portion, that how to write down this write up on the research interest and the statement of purpose. So talking about the statement of purpose, okay, statement of purpose, which we also call as SOP. Okay, we also call it as SOP. So as the name suggests, it's the statement, or you are just specifying the purpose, that why you want to do research or why you want to do the internship in this case in that particular institute, okay, or in a particular field. So the statement of purpose basically has certain parts in it. A good statement of purpose is written in 4 para basically. Your first para, like the para 1, will be your introduction. Okay, the introduction of yourself, where you will introduce yourself with your degree, with the educational background, with what you have, from where you have done, all the details uh, of your academic career. Okay, not the basic one, like you don't have to start from 10th. You just have to give the latest academic detail. Like if you are in masters, you have to give the detail of your masters. If you are in bachelors, just give the detail of your bachelors. Okay, your second para, that is para 2, it deals with the, like, why your interest came in that particular topic. Okay, so why you are interested in doing research. Okay, why you want to pursue research, or why you are interested in that internship. Okay, so why you, like, that's the question for the second para, which you have to answer in the complete para, that actually why you are applying for it, or why they should select you. That's the second para will deal with. Para number 3, the third para, deals with the topic which you want to do the research in. Okay, the topic in which you want to do the internship on, or the topic in which you are interested in. So you have to specify the topic. Okay, you have to just be very thorough about it. You have to explain it in detail, that what topic you want and up to how much extent you know about it. Okay, so all the things you have to specify over here. Whereas in para number 4, the last para will be your summarizing para, where you will summarize everything and you will tell them that how your research or whatever the internship which they will provide, how you are going to use that for your further career. Okay, for the sake of simplicity, I'll just show you one of the SOP as a reference. So let me just show you that. So this statement of purpose has been provided to me by Rahul. So I would like to thank him. So thank you, Rahul, for that. He is one of my junior in my college, and he's very good at all these things. So this is his statement of purpose. So I have just tried to hide all the personal information, except them all the things are there on your screen. So here you can see that this particular SOP is written with the intent of taking research. Okay, with the intent of joining research in a particular institute. So here in the first para, he has introduced himself, he has introduced his degree, and why he is writing the application. So he is writing this for PhD in chemistry in the institute in which he want, and the intent to continue his research work in chemistry, and all those things is written in the first, and like these are the two small para first of all. Then he's telling that how the interest of research came into him. Okay, how he got interested in research basically. So he's telling that how he got influenced by a particular professor, during his lecture, how the professor he used to discuss about the nature, how it works, and the other things about the complex reactions and all. And from there onwards, how he started thinking about catalyst. So this research or this SOP is basically it's basically about the catalyst and the research on the catalyst related research. So he has just tried to convey in the SOP that how his interest in catalysts or the reaction including catalyst came in his mind, or how he got interested in this particular field. So that goes in the second para. Okay. So see, at the end he said that due to this reason I choose catalysis in my area of research. Now in the next para he told that what he did when he got curious about catalyst. Okay. So he told that he started his work on the nature of catalyst, and he joined so and so lab for his master thesis work. In most of the universities you have master thesis work. That means in the master's final semester you have to go in the research lab and you have to give a 6 month of research experience, or 6 month of thesis basically. So that's what he has mentioned, that how he has worked under that professor in a particular lab, and he has studied about that particular reaction, okay, that catalyst and all. So he has worked on what project he explained over here. Also he told that later on he also joined a particular lab, so he explained that. So basically in the next para he told that what when the interest of catalyst came into him, how he pursued that interest, okay, or what he did in order to pursue that interest. In the next para he told that what he want in future. So in future he want to carry out his research in what field, and what is his main focus. That means he has also specified the topic. You can also do so if you are very specified about a particular topic, so you can specify it. And at the end he has just told about the application of it, and like how his research is going to be helpful. Okay, so what are the ultimate goals of the research, what he is thinking of, so what he has in his mind, so those things will go over here. And the last para will be he's just telling that how much he's devoted for his research, and that's all. He has summarized it over here, that is going to be a great contribution to the society and all. So like that he has summarized all the things. So at the end he just said that I hope that the research work which he will do in that institute will be beneficial for the institute and himself, and also it is going to help the society. So this is how a good SOP is actually written. So I have just given you a hint of it so that you just get an idea from it. So that's about the SOP. Now let's get back to the other thing which was also there. So that was about the statement of purpose which I told you. The next thing is write up on the research interest, and this is what you can take from the SOP which you have already written. So the para number 3 and 2, where you have expressed about what topic you are interested in and why you are interested in that. So that particular part you can just write it down here as well. Okay, so just change it a little bit and just write it that only thing here, that what is your research interest and why you are interested in that, what are your expectation from that research that topic of interest, and how you are interested into that, and what you else know about it, and what you have done for that research. Okay, so these particular parts will come in your write up on the research interest. Understood? So that will be a kind of the para 3 which we discussed in the statement of purpose. So I hope this is much clear to you. It was very important because I was getting messages from you all since morning that how to write down this statement of purpose. So I just tried to compile all the information in this particular video. I hope this will be helpful to you, and you will understand and you will get to know that how to do that. For your reference, I will attach a sample SOP, not the one which I have shown you, because that belongs to a particular person, so I cannot share his. But yeah, I will attach some sample SOPs within the description of this particular video. Okay, so you can just check them out and try to write down of your own. Just try to make the things make it in a more write it down in a more scientific and a more formal way. So that is how you write down a good SOP. Remember that a good SOP is going to help you to uh, get selected for this particular internship. So I hope this is much clear to you, and I hope this was a helpful video for you guys. And if you like this video, give it a like. If you are new to this channel, do subscribe to the channel. And that's all from my side. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.